Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T, and we are kicking off the summer. I hope to see you guys on the court on the W.
It's Kobe, man. I hope you're having a great summer on the 2K streets, man. And my biggest tip would be to try all the vast game modes that 2K has, whether it be My League, My Team, but especially My League and get in, run simulations, maybe you want a player lock. That's really going to help you have some fun during the summer if you're looking for something else to pick up.
What's going on, guys? Hollywood here. And if you guys haven't checked out the creator build section,
Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Warriors. Offense and defense all in one package. Jimmy Butler is getting locked in for tonight's game, leading the way for his team as they get pumped up before the tip-off against the Celtics. Warriors, Celtics, and we'll be right back for... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Hield. Then there's Payton. And it's Podziemski in at the one spot. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at point. And so off the tip, it's Boston. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Hield with it, picked up by Brown. Tatum passes to White. Goes up again. It's another look. And the layup good by Tatum.
Well, you love to see a great score. Create an easy opportunity. Jason Tatum gets a second chance points right there.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. White, good.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And Butler, here we go. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
And the Warriors off to a slow start here. It's a 5-point game, and the Warriors miss again. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to Washington. Tatum against Green. Tatum drives in, lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
But Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice-looking move.
And it's Butler missing.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holiday with it. Now Green defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Warriors trail by 8. Inside, here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
Outside Holiday. This ball movement by Boston. Back to Tatum. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Warriors have gone 2 of 6 in the field. Cutting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. You talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Podziemski. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The kick out to Holiday. Shoots over Podziemski. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Brown.
You can just sense the confidence Drew Holiday has, ready to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Butler. Here's the three. A rebound by the Celtics.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Warriors trail by 8. Deflects the pass. Outside, White. To the inside, Brown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Podziemski. That shot, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Moody. And that one hits back iron. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
They get it again, Cornette, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Warriors trail by 14. Podziemski on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Hauser, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Podziemski with it, working on Horford. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Brown, no good. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Moses Moody.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the middle, Podziemski finds Kuminga. And there it is for him.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of
23. The Warriors 10.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Kuminga in at the three.
Zero hesitation from Jimmy. Shot ready on the catch. Nicely done.
To the right side. And here is Moody. Still yet to score. Craig against Butler. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, the Celtics, they're happy with this latest stretch of game. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Give it.
Butler making a show out of the slam. Oh, with style.
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Moody with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Butler, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
When it comes to players who like having fun, I think Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Tatum, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotation.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy. Holiday is a guy, because of his physique, he can put it on the deck and drive, but I love when he spaces the floor with his shooting.
Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down, because he's putting it to you.
Tatum on the wing. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Porzingis. The rebound by Hield. Poked away. Green inside the three-point line. Here's Butler. The second effort. Butler gets the board and puts it right back in.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler has found his groove, and he isn't letting the defense impact him in any way.
Tatum kicks to Holiday. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game in. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the simply did not bring it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Celtics leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Hauser. To the paint, puts it up from 7. That's no good, misses his first shot of the night.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And that one, good.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Hield. Good D by Holiday.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Pass to Post. Outside Butler. Here's Post. That shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brown against Payton. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
There's Brown with the 3. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Here's Queta. The rebound by Post.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot block threat. Out Horford twice on the pipes.
Here's Butler, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Celtics making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Kuminga comes in for Gary Payton. Pass to Post. Back to Podziemski. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics.
47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Kuminga. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics leading by 8. And up the court come the Celtics on the break.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
30 seconds left now here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's Looney, and he banks in the layup. Looney's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pritchard passes to Horford. Here's Hauser, defended by Kuminga. They get it back, and Looney sends it back. Hield from outside. Buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead. And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The Warriors.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Boston had no problems getting going. They went to work early at both ends of the floor, going on a 9-0 run to jump out in front. Just a dominant opening period. They led by 13 after 1. Momentum shifted quite a bit during the second quarter, as did their scoring, but they still hold a 4-point lead at the break. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
Jack, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA. And Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Hield, can't hit.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And Holiday throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Hield. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Defense getting too close to Buddy Hield on that dribble drive, and give him some credit for seeking out the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Back to Butler. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And battling hard on the glass. They hold the advantage here so far. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Timeout called the Warriors. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Moody's check in for the Warriors.
And let's check out our breakdown looking at some data for White. Good season for him last year. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And the turnover again by Boston. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Celtics second.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Here's Podziemski. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Tatum. Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said you can play small and big. You have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Guys, we've seen this. Jimmy Butler has the ability to take over games, and he's doing it right now.
Here's White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And what a fantastic start here. to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Here's Pajemski, guarded by Holiday. Holiday brings the double team. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler missing again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brown, no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Down by 15. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. Here's Pajemski, guarded by Holiday. 5 on the clock, launches it, and Draymond Green gets the 3. Green's got 5.
Well, you can see the hard work that Draymond Green has put in to make himself a more consistent shooter.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Horford dishes to White. There's the pass to Pritchard. From the arc. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kuminga up top. Out to the right wing. And he drives in. The shot by Looney, no good. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Pritchard. Down low. Cornette got a piece of it. And they get it back. Pritchard passes to Horford. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And it's White with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Hauser, defended by Kuminga. White the pass to Cornette. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 12, and it's the Warriors. On the break, here's Moody. The rebound by the Celtics. Hauser's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Cornette passes to Pritchard. Buries it from 3-point range. Pritchard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Fields checked in. Knocked loose. Pajemski on the wing. He has 6. Lets it go with a 3. And Horford pulls it down.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Cade's shot is off. In the corner, Moody with it. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Hauser. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 50.
The Warriors, 39.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Buddy Hield is out there with Moody. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. Pass to Green.
Boston foul.
Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics.
2nd personal foul. 1st team foul. Now into the
passes to Moody inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Pass to Pritchard. Holiday surveying the floor. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis. Outside, Green. Brown against Payton. Back to Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's 7 points for Draymond Green.
Draymond Green plays with power and with energy. Contact does not deter this man.
Kicks to Brown. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And Payton throws it down hard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And the three ball is good. And the Celtics lead by 19.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been awful.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Making some changes. Kate is checked in, and it's White in for Pritchard. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Moody with it. White's there. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. White. No good on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Some changes for Golden State. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moses Moody. Butler dishes to Green. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Butler. Payton trying to get open. Shot's good from Butler.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to White. Beyond the arc. Boston again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That one good for 2. Butler's got 19 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Tatum against Payton. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
It's stolen by Brown. And here comes White, leading the fast break. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
That one falls.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Celtics. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Timeout called the Warriors.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And they double up to the middle. Here's Payton. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Down low, defended by Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Well, you love any possession that ends in the paint, especially if the ball is in the hands of Jimmy Butler.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Holiday's got 7 points for the quarter.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Outside Holiday. Back to White. The pass to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. The shot by Holiday, no good. Warriors trail by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jrue Holiday.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Assisted by...
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
The kick out to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Brown outside. Puts up a deep 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.